This is the Ration Combat Individual, or the RCI. Now weighing in at 5 pounds 3 ounces, this is the first US 24-hour ration. Now the Ration Combat Individual comes 6 to a case. The combat ration was first produced at the tail end of World War II in 1945 with approximately 11.4 million in its first production run. But during the Korean War, 104 million RCIs were produced. Now the RCI proved to be far too bulky of a ration, and it was replaced by the MCI, or Meal Combat Individual, in 1959 after production for the RCI ceased in 58. Alright, so let's check this out. Look at that. You usually don't see RCIs in this good a shape. Beans with frankfurter chunks and tomato sauce. Oh wow, look at that. That's fascinating. Look at that tar. It really turns into something else, that's for sure. So here are some pears. Look at that. Those sound pretty good. That can is in fantastic shape. I guess since the pears aren't acidic, that can held up right there. Looking good. Now some beef steak and potatoes with gravy. That kind of a interesting look to the corrosion there. Colsey Sausage Company, Los Angeles, California. Check out those heating instructions. And chicken and vegetables with broth. Oh wow, look at that. Again, you know, these cans, they're this case here was produced in 1957. It's 60 years old, so little corrosion, little leakage is to be expected. So what's this? A pecan nut roll, or pecan. Look at that. Got the key on the bottom. Little teeny bit of rust to the can, but that's looking pretty good. Alright, so the B units. Look at that. That B2 unit, I'm not sure. When it says candy, it could be a cookie. Yeah, May 1957. Or it could be some sort of fudge discs. Booth Fruit Company is a common producer for RCIs. They also made MCIs throughout the 60s. And look at this. 2 different accessory packs. Look at this, right? This here, well, the accessory pack here has all of your drinks, various desserts, and who knows what's in there. That thing is huge. And then this is your cigarette packet. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. That's incredible. Looks to be in good shape. Nothing got to this pack. That's there you go. That's a real treasure find. We'll find out what brand that is. And 3 plastic spoons. Not bad. And that's it. Alright, that looks great. Let's first start off with breakfast. Alright, and for breakfast we're going to be having that beans with frankfurter chunks and tomato sauce. Also going to be checking out that B1 unit with the crackers, cocoa, and jam. But right now, we got to see what's inside this accessory packet and that cigarette packet. Wow, this looks to be in fantastic shape. Oh, wow, it smells like really old paper. This thing's chock full of stuff. Look at this, coffee instant, right off the bat. And it's perfectly fine. Look at that. You can't go wrong. 1, 2. This is a real treasure trove. Look at that salt. It's in perfect shape. Dry cream product. Get a couple of those. Boy, those even feel perfectly fine. Made by drying cream, skim milk, lactose, and sodium hexametaphosphates. Probably not going to consume the dry cream product because old dry milk will definitely get you. Check this out. Chickle Treats. Spearmint. I've never seen that gum before. New to me. California and Hawaiian sugar. That's a classic old brand. Wow, this thing is just... Look at that craft foil. It's old school. That's how the accessory packets during the 50s were for these rations. Wow, look at this. A jelly bar. That looks perfectly fine. It's hard as a rock, but the color hasn't drowned out on them yet. Look at this. Soluble tea product from Nestea. 60-year-old instant tea that's looking perfectly fine. That just never ceases to amaze me, along with that toilet paper. Let's see here. There's another coffee instant. And oh wow, that is so interesting. Look at that, and it feels like it's perfectly fine as well. Soup mix with chicken. 0.6 ounces, made by the Weiler & Company, Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, look at that. So that's the accessory packet. Now let's check out the cigarette packet. Let's see what we got here. Well, first off, you get, wow, 2 packs of matches. And hey, we meet again. Chesterfields. Look at that. Hey. Wow, that smells so nice. Look how purple that one is. Now check this out. Liggett & Myers Tobacco Company, USA. Free of tax. For use only of U.S. military or naval forces and other authorized personnel outside the jurisdiction of the Internal Revenue Laws of the United States, and something free of duty. And that part's kind of covered up with that. That is legit right there. You won't see a Surgeon General warning on these either. Yeah, this is going to be perfect for breakfast. Now that looks good. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, let's first start off with that soup mixed with chicken. Dehydrated. You know, with a breakfast like this, you really want to first start off with the things that are actually edible. Or at least you think they'll be. Let's see how this is. Oh wow, look at that. Looks actually halfway decent, I think. We'll see. Huh, smells good. Smells like some actually fresh chicken bouillon. That's very surprising. Let's drop it in the glass so we can get a good look. It has this interesting kind of moist Play-Doh kind of feeling to it. But it smells just fine, so go figure. That should do. An interesting old spoon. Feels pretty sturdy. I don't want to test it too much. A definite vintage plastic spoon. So the toilet paper. Look at that. Has a very soft, delicate, kind of thin paper feel to it. Can't imagine this being the best toilet paper, but better than nothing. Now for that coffee. Again, I think I'm going to skip that dry cream product. It's not worth the risk. Consuming 60-year-old dry milk, you have a lot of risk there, a lot of unnecessary risk. Now remember, there's a big difference between instant coffee and coffee instant. You know, I really want to check out this chicken broth. You know, the fat separations there kind of has that unappetizing, floaty look to it. Let's try it out. And that's actually very good, very savory. And hold on, I gotta try that again. That's interesting how I wouldn't have expected that to be good. And I'm pretty sure that's just fats that separate. That would be fantastic in a cold climate, mountainous climate, in the morning or in the evening, really any time. Nothing like some 60-year-old chicken soup for the soul. Let's check out that B unit. Pull off that key. Lift up that tab. No hiss. think the jam must have burst. Look at that. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, it's the same old story. You know, those crackers are gonna be poisoned, essentially. Here. Oh, yeah, it has this fruity, metallic... Oh, that definitely is the kind of smell that'll make you wheeze. That's kind of a shame. You know, oh, hey, it's one of those. Here, that's right, cocoa beverage powder. These things are, hey, maybe this one. Oh, it's so greasy to touch. What about this one? Oh, it's so soft. Yeah, definitely poisoned for sure. To a point, it's definitely not even worth trying to taste it. That's going to be an absolute dreadful scenario. But this here, I'm sure is also terrible. Cocoa beverage powder. Crumble thoroughly and hand before opening. You know, I think I just want to have some coffee instant and a jelly bar. I'm gonna look at that and, I don't know, I'll check that one out in a little bit. Anyway, jelly bar. You know, the cocoa. Here, actually, I gotta try a little bite of this. Just like, I don't know why. That's really the best way to know what's going on with this. Yeah, that tastes like dirt with a little bit of cocoa and definite like a chlorine kind of flavor to it. It could potentially be chlorine as a built-in water purification. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that, but it's definitely not palatable in any sort of way where it's worth... Hold on. That's heavenly. Wait, is this dry milk in there? I hope not. What is this stuff? It doesn't even say. Made by Monarch Chemicals, Incorporated, Atlanta, Georgia. Packed by Monarch Chemicals. No wonder it tastes like chemicals. Coffee instant. Let's check out these jelly bars. Kind of can't go wrong with these. Just being a straight up carbohydrate, but there's like a scenario where sometimes they can just get hard as a rock, and I have a feeling. Let's go for the lime. Yeah. Wait. Hey, you know what? Those aren't so bad. Sorry about the chewing sounds. That lime. Wait. It tastes like some really good lime, but then it turns into this kind of chemical lime. I don't know. That is very refreshing considering the cocoa. Wow. Let's go for the orange. The lime just has this artificial lime, but this here, let's see. That's right. Orange tastes a little bit more real than lime. Bites right in. A fantastic carbohydrate boost. This is absolutely enjoyable. I'm just standing here eating these things. I'm thinking to myself, the lemon, again. These are top notch. Sometimes jelly bars get weird. I'm gonna save the red. Wow, jelly bars. I can imagine those would be great for any time of the day. You're on the move. Those weren't too bad. That was a good candy to be able to have in a ration. Oh wow. Look at those. Just open it up like that. Oh well. I just wanted to get the full effect. Look at those. Just perfect tobacco. After all those years, you know, just sitting in that pack. It's like aging like a fine wine. Looking good. Nothing like some coffee instant. This is the classic stuff right here. Kind of has that cheap chicory and can't quite put your finger on it kind of flavor. And then the smell of this. I mean, exquisite tobacco. I mean, wow, that smells exactly like the Chesterfields of that 1951 RCI can I opened. Those cans were only produced for like a year. The cigarette packets were usually the format for RCIs. Yeah, that's really good. That's smooth. Very smooth. I'm kind of glad too. It's a lot more mild than that Chelsea. And to say that about a Chesterfield, yeah, because already here, feel that. I know it goes hand in hand with this. They gave you a whole 20 pack instead of with the MCI later on. You'd get, if you were lucky, 3 of those a day. 3 4-packs, 12 per day opposed to the 20 in RCIs. They were pretty generous with that. These rations, $2 a piece to produce, that wasn't cheap for the 50s. Making my palms sweat again. Nice. I don't know why I'm not sitting down for this. I like the Camels from the 5-in-1 a little bit more than this, but I still say this beats that Chelsea cigarette from the K Ration. That thing was a little too heavy. Chesterfields, full flavored. It's a real man's smoke. Not bad. I'm not sure if I should be drinking any more of this chicken broth. It's supposed to have that floating stuff. I mean, the fats that settled at the bottom, that makes sense, but it really has the look of something that's been, well, it just looks like something else. So let's check out this jelly bar bit. That FDA approved cancer causing red dye that they got rid of probably back in the 70s. Seems just fine. Yeah, red is my least favorite. You know, pretty much just a stale, sweet chew. It's something you definitely want to eat slowly. Yeah, that wasn't very good, but not bad enough to just waste, you know, because it's an old, interesting relic of a dessert. You know, you can't waste this stuff if it's still edible. This gum, nice spearmint flavor. It's so real. Chickle treats. It's not chiclets, it's not chicks. It's some interesting other brand, Oakland, California. Definitely needed that. So let's get some gloves on. Nice hiss. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at those beans and franks. Gonna have to sanitize that. It's not the thing you really want to mess with that much, that's for sure. It's in the same category as some serious biohazard. You know what? I'm not even gonna put that on the tray. I gotta get a spoonful of this. Ugh, look at that. Could you imagine taking a bite of that? You know, if somebody ate this, I would hope they'd have health insurance. So that's breakfast. All right, for lunch we're gonna be having beef steak and potatoes with gravy, some pears, that B2 unit, crackers, candy, and jam, and some old school Nestea soluble tea product. Look at that. White Plains, New York. Not bad. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, let's first start off with that B2 unit. Pull off that key. Lift up that tab. Nice hiss. That still smells okay. Oh, look at that. Coconut fudge. Wow. Well, it just says coconut, but gosh, I gotta open this up right away and look at it. Look how weird and glisteny that thing still is. Hold on. I can't help it. Oh wow, I think that's still fine. That's amazing. Yeah, that tastes totally weird. Oh no. Well, it was fine at first. Hey, is that peanut butter? Yeah, there you go. It's always fun to find old peanut butter. Cinderella Foods, Dawson, Georgia. Cool. Yeah, that fudge bar, or coconut. The coconut's still fine. It's the outer part here. I'm telling you, there's just something that has gone so wrong with this thing. I mean, what could have been, really? What's in this? Sorbitol and egg. Is that just egg white? Non-fat milk solids. Oh boy. I hope I'm okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm fine. Life is good. Anyway, so, oh, yeah, I just keep tasting that. You know, I think I'm gonna need this tea. Hopefully it'll do the trick. That instantly has this really nice kind of caramel sort of undertone smell to it, and you can just pick it up right off of the top of that steam. I mean, that smells nice. Old school spoon. Alright. You know, it always needs the sugar, because I've had tea like this before, and you notice I threw the sugar packet in without any thought. Without the sugar, it's bland and a little bit bitter. With the sugar, just one packet of sugar in that thing, absolutely fantastic instant tea. An interesting component that was really only in in-flight food packets and RCIs. These old school crackers, they're salted, they got a nice crisp crunch, they taste a little weird because of the fudge. Yeah, this really just, well, I'm wondering if these all kind of have that same weird tinge. It has a slight oily kind of feel to the surface of it. And it smells, it has this interesting stale smell. There's nothing like it. So, actually that one tasted a little better. Yeah, that one tasted, I think that one was touching that. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just getting used to this here. But it's fine. Anyway, let's check out this peanut butter. Oh yeah. Look how the numbers imprinted here to there on the peanut butter. That's priceless. Little oil separation, completely normal with peanut butter. So let's get a little teeny dab first. You let that settle. Yeah, it's fine. That is totally fine. I'm curious. I really am. How long could peanut butter actually last? This is 60 years old. It's not the oldest peanut butter I've ever had. But this, how long would this have lasted? Forever? Yeah, this is just, wow. Would you look at that? Here. Well, now that's really something. That's really good creamy peanut butter. I love military ration peanut butter. I don't care if it's 60 years old or 60 days old. Yeah, there's just something about this. It's like food exploration in some sort of weird way. Like, we really should have known about this sooner. I mean, you did hear the rumor of, oh, peanut butter lasts forever, right? I mean, like, I guess it really does. Seriously, I don't think any of these rations were intended to last this long. I wonder what Natick Food Labs, and I wonder if anybody knows about this. Some crazy guys out there eating their old food. So let's check out that gnarly stuff. No hiss. Oh wow. Check out those pairs. Those actually look pretty good considering they're 60 years old. Yeah, I don't need the mask for that right now. I don't think I do. Oh wait, oh gosh, they do. They smell so metallic. Wow, look at that syrup. Those have a real authentic look to them. Look at that. Inside of the can doesn't look too bad. Oh wow, that is a special kind of smell right there. I mean, it is this, it smells so like a swampy, metallic. That's very unique. And I'm throwing the mask back on. Yeah, you know, I can't really deal with so much of that. Using the same can opener doesn't matter. You know, I'm gonna have to open this one from the top. No point in trying to save it. No hiss. Oh boy. Look at that. I'm not going to use this spoon again. Oh wow. Look how the potato still just kind of cut right in like that, you know? It almost still looks normal, right? I mean, where's the steak? Where's the beef? Oh wait, is that some? I don't know. Again, this is not going to end up on the tray. I'm not putting that on the tray. Well, okay, I'll put it on the tray. Oh, geez, look at that beef. Oh, that's intense. That's some serious beef action. Look at that. Oh, that's a special. Just to think, that cow has been dead for over 60 years. It's here. This is its like final resting place. We're just gonna get a nice spoonful of this and just pretend that we're gonna, I don't know. Oh, what I'm talking about. Look at that fat. I wonder what it'd smell like if you cooked it. Oh, there, that's a sight. I'm not sure what kind. So let's take this over to dinner. Well, lunch certainly was a mixed bag. We're gonna be finishing off the evening with some chicken and vegetables with broth, some coffee instant, and a pecan nut roll. Alright, let's get this out onto a tray. Nice, okay. Let's first start off with that coffee instant. You know, I have a feeling probably the only consumable part of this dinner. Nice and piping hot. Yeah, we'll give that a second. While that's cooling off there, check out this. Oh, hey, it's got the key. There you go. Don't need a P38. Lift that up. Nice hiss. Well, check that out. That smells kind of good. Like, really smells strong of cinnamon. Oh wow, it's actually coming out of the can. I think that's the first time one of those nut rolls wasn't completely stuck in there. Actually, let's look at the inside of this can. Looking pretty immaculate, if you ask me. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wow, I just want to take a bite out of this thing. But you know those nuts are gonna be rancid. So, that's why we gotta look at it anyway. Ooh. Kind of has a Cinnabon look and smell to it. I really want to find a spot that's not coated in nuts and maybe take a little bite. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, oh, that is instant. Oh yeah, that's definitely, even the smallest little bit feels like pins and needles. Oh, it's sharp and progressing. Nothing some coffee instant can't cure. Well, at least I know now that I won't be poisoning the coffee. So let's check out that chicken. No hits. Wow. That actually looks somewhat normal. Oh yeah, listen to that. I'm never satisfied till I poke it with a spoon. Oh, you see the black mold? Look at that. Oh yeah. There's a reason why I'm wearing this mask. Because, oh, look at that dark meat. Yeah, that's definitely a doozy. Look at that. Peas and carrots and botulism and black mold and some chicken and a nice light gravy. When this was not heated, I read it was completely unacceptable. And I read that the soldiers hated this and they could not stand the corned beef hash. Now the best meals in these RCIs were beans and franks and the hamburgers. I'm gonna get this off the tray. I'll be right back. Wow, my room literally smells like a swamp, pennies, and some chicken broth times 10. Well, dinner was definitely exciting, and this whole ration was really, and here are the spoils of it. Got that box as a trophy of sorts here. Looks fantastic. One of the few boxes in such incredible condition that I've seen for an RCI. And those Chesterfield cigarettes, going to be slowly but surely enjoying these robust smokes. Definitely a real treat. Forgot to check out some dry cream product. You know what, I just can't help myself. It's probably really, oh wow, that actually still looks fine. Look at this. That actually still looks okay. I probably could have put this, I'm just gonna, yeah, that's bizarre how, that's still fine. Amazing. I think it's fine. But old dry milk is something that's very hard to detect. So even that small amount, tasting that, it was definitely worth it. The whole thing was. Well, anyway, this is Steve 1989 off MRE Info. Hope you liked the video, and thanks so much for watching. I'll be coming back at you with something new. Or old. Alright, cool. See ya.